Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is July 11th, and this is the market overview. Actually, this will be the first market overview from the road, so things may look a little bit different, but it is what it is, right? We'll be looking at the Dow, SPX, VIX, TNA, UUP, FXE, GLD, and SLV. I was on the road today, so I missed a lot of the news. So, in many respects, I'll be looking at the charts totally blind, so that'll be fun. And starting off with the Dow. Actually, first, um, quick look at the McClellan oscillator. We can see that it is, shooting down, and that's it's good if you're a bear, but just like this ascent was massively fast and maybe overdone, I kind of don't. The McClellan oscillator does not go from the very, very top down to the very bottom in one stroke. So, unless maybe there's a crash or something, but I don't expect this to go all the way to the bottom in one stroke. If we look back in time to big moves on the McClellan, you can see this was a big move. It couldn't get from the top to the bottom in one go. Obviously, it wasn't. The prices weren't doing the same thing that the oscillator was at that point. But bottom to top here had a little hook. Top to bottom here had a little hook. Um, up here to pretty well down there. It's not a straight line. My point being that this should not be a straight line to wherever it ends up. So, just to get that out of the way, because this big line is a little bit of a warning sign to me. I'll get rid of it, make more room. You'll notice that we have added the CCI on for tonight just to flesh out information, but it is very similar to the RSI, so not too much to be gleaned there. Anyways, heading on to the Dow. We finally got our downtick. Look at that. Big, nice, pretty downtick thanks to all the Euro nastiness. And I actually had to fix our price consensus levels really fast, so now those are on there. We can see that this is a big, ugly red candle. It is a continuation candle, not significant of reversal or stall or whatever. One thing to look at is we did get the downtick. Downtick gives us a price target right here at about just above 12,420, which is not far away. So, another 100 points, 80 points, that will be met. Other than that, this does look very nice for the bears. CCI ticking down, RSI ticking down, stochastic ticking down, MACD histogram ticking down, and MACD itself kind of just stalled out a little bit. So it seems to be rolling over, but it's not pointing down. So very nice. We are far away from the price consensus levels, and you will also see that we're not overly far away from the bar. And if we get that, we're looking at a test around about 12,300, 200 points away. And at that point, it will decide what to go do with itself. So 80 points, bubble correction has been met. It'll have to figure out what it's going to do with itself. Decides to continue on 12,300. It'll have to decide what it's going to do with itself. So we have two levels to look for, and once those are met, if they are met, we'll have more data to further postulate on. Which is not to say that everything is, wine and roses for the bears. SPX. Look at this giant red candle. Finally got our downtick, and the bubble target has been met intraday. So this is repaired. So if is it going to go along and test the bar, which is crossing over? Well, if it does, then we're looking at the 310 area, only 10 points away. And we'll have to see what happens tomorrow. CCI ticking down, RSI ticking down, stochastic ticking down, MACD actually ticking down on SPX, as well as the histogram, of course. But that bubble is fixed, so something to be aware of. Going on to the VIX, we did get our uptick. The uptick was also met intraday. This is fixed. You'll notice that we have emerged from the other side of the bar, which is now a flat line. CCI ticking up, getting through the 0. RSI ticking up, not yet through the 50. Stochastic heading on up, and we have uptick on the MACD, and of course the histogram is ticking up. This does look bullish, but just like the SPX, we did meet the bubble target. And continuing on with TNA, representing the Russell. Yep. Red candle, kind of spinny toppy looking, but not quite. Body too big, tail's not big enough. Still, not a candle that says, okay, I'm going to turn around now. You can also see here that we have the downtick, and the downtick was also met intraday. It did not close at that level, but it touched it, which is enough. So this bubble is repaired. If we are going to go now at this point and kiss the bar, which is now in a flat line, that would be right about 80. CCI ticking down, RSI ticking down, still at the 70. So this has all kinds of room to move. Stochastic ticking down, MACD getting that downtick, histogram ticking down. This does look very bearish, but that bubble has been fixed. UUP, look at that gap. Woo! That is amazing. And look, it is right just a hair above the upper Bollinger Band and above price consensus, upper price consensus. That it is outside the Bollinger Band by a hair. Yes, it can push it up just like it did back here in a kind of a limited way. It's not the greatest example, but certainly it can push it up, but I would say it's more likely for it to go sideways. We are getting further moves down on the euro, so maybe it will just push it up, but you'll notice that it is a spinning top, and we are getting through the bearish bar. Bar is taking damage. Beyond that, CCI massively high. Look at that. That is crazy. That's one of the reasons why we put it on here tonight. And RSI getting up there, still has plenty of room to move. Stochastic is high. MACD crossing over the 0 line, and we have a positive tick on the MACD histogram. This does look very bullish, but that spinning top and above the Bollinger Band makes me think that it should have some kind of pause. Perhaps it will keep going higher. It certainly looks so with the way the euro is going, but this is going to be news driven and fear driven. On to FXE. Now here's the reason why I am a little bit hesitant on UUP at the moment, which is look how far below the Bollinger Band UUP is. And so certainly it should want to be ejected from the lower Bollinger Band either by a side tick or a side tick plus up or down. Yes, if the news is really bad, it can continue down outside of the Bollinger Band, but you know, the odds are not so great for that occurring. Beyond that, CCI, exact opposite of the dollar. Look at the money flow out of the euro. It's crazy. RSI ticking down below the 50, and stochastic very low. MACD just barely getting below the 0 now with a downtick on the histogram. This does look very bearish, but that outside the Bollinger Band does give me some pause. Well, it gives me pause for tomorrow. That's what I should say about UUP and FXE. Gives me pause for the immediate future, not the intermediate or long-term future. And on to gold. Here's another reason why I'm a little bit hesitant about the currencies. It is near the high Bollinger Band. You'll notice that it is a very pretty hammer. TCI is above 100, RSI above 50, stochastic very high, and MACD just getting over the zero. MACD histogram ticking up. This does look very bullish, but we do have a hammer. So with all of these gaps, at what point does it take a little bit of a rest, even if it's just to give Bollinger Bands time to move, expand, and give it more room to move? So side tick does make sense to me. SLV. Oh, we got a red candle. How about that? Essentially double flat line. I hate double flat lines. I am staying away from silver until it figures out what to go do with itself. CCI ticking down, representing people taking money out of it. RSI getting down below the 50. Stochastic rolling over, and MACD histogram and MACD just trying to figure out what to do with itself. So silver still off the table for me, but well, there you have it. The first market overview from the road, and good luck to all you guys. This is a very interesting market. I am hating that I'm on the road at the moment, but good luck to you all. I will pop into the forums as much as I possibly can, and can't wait to get back. As always, all investing decisions are your own. This chart and video are for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only. Thank you.